I want to share a little bit about grace and what grace means to me. And then you can tell me whether you agree. So for me, God's grace is available to all people at all times. There is not a moment in time where God's grace is not available to you or I. You see, what matters is, and at that point, God's grace is the power of the Holy Spirit that comes upon us. God's grace is what transforms us, okay? God's grace, yeah, you hear it's unmerited favor and this and that. People who have grace don't deserve it. I understand all that. But for me...
At the next stop sign, turn left.
Okay, girl. For me, the moment that I
At the stop
received
sign,
God's
turn left
grace,
onto
she just
Indiana
told me that.
252 West,
Listen.
West State Road 252.
The moment I received God's grace was the moment that transformation started to take place. It didn't happen overnight. But listen, God's grace is available to us at all times. There's not a moment in life where God's grace is not available to us. What matters is when we choose to receive His grace. That's when change occurs. Now, how easy is it to receive God's grace? It's really not that easy. You might think that it is, but it's not, because how are we to hear God's voice? How are we to hear God speak to us when we are consumed with all the noise and the chaos and the misery of life? Especially when there's trauma or tragedy involved as children. We grow up listening to the lies. We believe the lies. We believe something is wrong with us. There's not any room for us to receive God's grace. Unless God can get us in a space where we have no other choice but to maybe listen to something other than the lies in our own head. And I mean that because if there's just a crack in a window and we hear God's voice say something like, "We are loved, I am with you, I will never leave you, be strong," then we suddenly might catch on to it and we might believe it. And when we believe it, we receive God's grace. And that's what that means. But if we just keep listening to all the crap all the time, I mean, there's not going to be any space or any room for God's love to get in. Anyway, I hope that you received my message today to encourage you to receive God's grace on a daily basis, to allow space in your mind to hear the love and the voice of Jesus Christ when He is speaking to you and encouraging you and telling you things. All right, have a good day. Be blessed, y'all.